Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yessik here again today to bring you another episode of Let's Play Castle Story. And like usual, I want to start out this episode of Castle Story with a little tutorial. And this tutorial I'm going to choose send that bitch into space, or at least make that bitch float. Yeah, check it out, floating castle. So my game has crashed several times, and I've been trying to record lots of episodes, but I've just managed to keep up with one a day. And really just barely managed to keep up with it. What happened last time, and this is going to be the tutorial, is I used the world editor to give myself a nice little bit of land to make a platform on. Then I built this castle, and then everything stopped working. The game was crashing, everything was bad, so I decided to try to save and quit, but my save function wasn't working. So I went online and looked up how to save, and you could go into your Castle Story folder, which I will do right now. So there you can see that. And you can go into Sovgald, which is your saves. Then you can go to whatever you named your save, and you delete... Here, let's go to a different save. You delete other data, objects, and load log. And after you delete those, your game will load, because my game wasn't loading. The way to save your game is to unassign all your Brictrons from their command groups, then the game will save, and that works out. But one of the side effects of that method of saving is that absolutely everything that you used the mod tools, the world editor tools to make disappears, as well as all your resources and all your Brictrons, so you end up with 5 new Brictrons. So the end result was this. My floating castle of awesomeness. Now, there are several problems I've been having with my floating castle. I can't seem to build any more beams across this way, which I usually can do on land to fill in the space. I showed you in the episode on how to build a skeleton. So I cannot actually make a floor for the next floor to be supported on. I cannot make a floor for the next floor. Whatever, works. But fortunately, I can seem to keep constructing my castle, and I built a staircase up to it just over here, so I could continue doing that. So fortunately, I have some miners, and I have some inactive guys who I'm going to assign to mining so I don't run out of material soon here. So I'm going to count that as a success. I'm just going to pretend that this is how I wanted my castle to turn out, and I'm going to try to make it from the outside look good at least, because I can't build spires, I can't build a floor. It's just not going to work out that way. But I think I still can build some stairs up. So if I were to... Yeah. Anyways, so it's time to build myself some levels. So as you can tell, I have some decoration there. I have some windows, which I made just with 2 arches. I have these little buttresses, which I also made with arches, and which I forgot to make right there, which is why I had to place this one uneven block. So let's see if I can build this up to another floor without the entire game bugging out on me. So the first floor is just going to be your usual humdrum layer of bricks. And I'm going to start in the front. I found that where you position your blocks really does matter. And really I'm already disregarding all the advice that got me this far, which was to place bricks very slowly at one end of the castle and not just place them all in a row. Because the Brictrons seem to have a hard time with this. But anyways, I'm going to continue placing the bricks like it doesn't even matter. Now, one thing I've really been wondering is how to make a roof in this game. Or as some people in America like to call it, a roof. But anyways, I'm still wondering how to make one, because I can't find an aesthetically pleasing way so far to actually have one constructed on. Not to mention this is just about the least defensible castle ever made. Fortunately, the gantries seem to be doing fairly well, so I can actually build this up 4 more floors, and have things for my Brictrons to stand on, so I could, theoretically speaking, make this castle infinitely tall, which would be kind of awesome. But I think what I'm actually going to do is, oh sorry, I hit my mic there, is try to build like hollow spires. Like after I build up another 4 floors, I'm going to just build these corners up a bit, here and here and here and here, and try to make it look like a castle if I have my view up front here. So that shouldn't be such a hard task, and none of my Bricktrons seem to be getting stuck yet. So I see that all as promising signs. They also seem to be doing all the construction in the order that I'm asking them to. Also very nice. Unfortunately, my miners appear to now be stuck. That isn't as deep as I told you guys to mine, is it? Oh god. I stop having problems with my construction workers and I immediately start having problems with my miners. So what if these two? Okay, one of them seems to be returning his goods. Maybe I can force command this one over here to do the same thing. The other solution that I could do is I could actually just start another mine. So I'm going to try that. Just a very narrow and insanely deep mine. How about right to there? So now I have another mining group. Control click and assign all of these guys. Drag them over to the proper mining group, and hopefully everyone will get to work then. Well, those two are definitely getting to work. These two, not so much. So they may be useless. They may no longer be miners, or alive for that matter. I do find that occasionally Bricktrons just kind of die. For no particular reason, it's just that they don't want to work anymore, and you can't really do anything about it. Which sucks, because right now I need all the stone I can get to build up like 3 or 4 more layers on my awesome floating castle. So again, just to tell you how to get a floating castle, is you use the world editor to build a platform for your castle to float on. Then you save the file by unassigning all the Bricktrons from their command groups so they're all idle, and erasing all the command groups. And then you erase objects. What else did you erase again? Here, let me look this up. That is my recordings. Okay. I closed the menu. So you erase those 3 file types that I told you to erase, and then it will erase the land that your castle is sitting on, so it will all just be floating in midair. Anyone enjoyed the tutorial that they absolutely did not need? You really could have used any other explanation on how to do anything other than that, but hell with it. You get a tutorial on making a floating castle. I'm quite proud of it, actually. Quite proud of it. Although I wish my Bricktrons would work faster now, and I wish these two would not just be dead. So, I have a general solution for what to do with dead Bricktrons now. Basically, I bring them over to a corner, and I assign them to their own special group. So let's just assign them to this forestry group. Hey, that got them working again. So just changing groups did the trick. Now let's get them back into the mining group, and hopefully they'll get right back to work. Okay, Loopy still seems to want to be doing forestry, but maybe after he puts down the log he'll get back to mining. That's how I hope it'll turn out anyways. No, don't do that. What an asshole. I'm not even sure if I want this guy to be alive anymore. Anyways, my solution is just to go into debug mode and blow them up, then erase that group. Because if you do it any other way, they kind of remain in groups, like the system still counts them as being alive. And that is never any good. Fortunately, this gantry seems to be a great way to let my Bricktrons maneuver around each other. I'm really enjoying that. But I can't build a floor because the second I do, it will all collapse, taking some of the logs with it, and send my Bricktrons hurtling into space, or into the ocean, I guess. What is down there? Is that ocean? Yeah, I'm assuming that's ocean. Gotta wonder about the physics in this world. Are we on like super light islands? Like, is it all porous? And it's a very, very heavy gas below? And then we're suspended in between them? I don't know. It's a mystery. Well, at least all my Brictrons still seem to be happy. Do I have any that are completely inactive? Doesn't seem that way. Seems like all my Brictrons are happy Brictrons. Fortunately, I won't be needing any more wood for a little while. Come on, I've seen you guys climb up with a brick before. Okay, I guess not. Let's go to the construction group and destroy these 2 bricks here, because those bricks are not being very fun. This is why I was paying such close attention to how I was building before, because this ended up happening. I'm going to cancel some of the bricks around here too. So guys, you only have 1 brick to build. Only 1 brick. Yeah, there we go. So 2 bricks. Hubris. Oh, I forgot to turn off the day-night cycle again. Damn! I hate nighttime in this game. 3 bricks. 4 bricks. Press delete to get rid of the extra debris. Slows down your game. And I have found that it really does help. I was lagging out pretty badly before, and now that I've started pressing delete every once in a while, it's quite good. Nothing is a problem. Nothing is a problem anyone can see. Sorry I keep switching between games over and over again. I guess you can't really get emotionally invested in the castles I'm building when that happens, but you know what? I think I'm showing you pretty interesting stuff. What other channel has a floating castle on it? Tell me that. Actually, don't tell me that, because if you show me like 10 billion channels with floating castles, I'm going to be upset. Anyways, Brictrons all seem to be working still, except for this one mining guy. Oh, okay, no, they're just all getting in each other's way. Not sure. The one thing I think really needs to be improved in the next version is like pathing and Brictron behavior. I don't care about the rest of the bugs. As long as the Brictrons would behave themselves, I'd be happy. Okay, so they are building in the right order here. And I'm going to start building the next level now, because I'm going to use this as an entryway to the second level. As long as I don't block off the actual entrance, they should be able to keep building no matter what I do. So let's do that. Later on I might need to build stairs up from the stairs that I built in the middle before to get to the next level, but you know, take it as it comes. I'm pretty sure we can manage with what we have until then. And if we queue up too much, our Brictrons will start getting a bit antsy. So I might as well only start building those stairs after we've completed the next level or 2. There we go. And you know what? I'll use my special arch entranceway, which I really like. One of those, one of those. So now my Brictrons can actually have a nice little entrance. You know, kind of grand. Has some pizzazz to it. Pazzoos. Dr. Seuss. Has some Dr. Seuss on it. Dr. Sousaphone. I'm pretty sure it was a doctor who invented the sousaphone. Like maybe a doctor of music, not a medical doctor, but... Or maybe it's just that it sounds like Dr. Seuss, so I've always put a doctor in front of it in my head. Who knows? The sousaphone is a mysterious thing. Anyway, second level should be done. I've given it about 5 minutes, maybe. Gotta admit though, pretty awesome looking castle, even though I have no chance of really finishing it. It might be possible if I kind of cheat my way into having a proper spire. Let's see. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can. But either way, I want a second level on this first, and then I'll kind of do improved gantries. I can probably stack some more logs on these logs. Yeah, I can actually do that all right now if I wanted, but I don't have enough lumber. And I don't have lumber nearby, so I'd actually probably spawn some in this corner using the debug tools. If you're not following my channel and you're wondering how I can spawn trees using the debug tools, I highly recommend going back a couple episodes and looking at my guide to how to get all the world editor tools in your debug menu, because that is very useful and would help you a lot with what's currently going on. Now, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way for them to get to these blocks in here. I could, however, be wrong. Seem to be doing pretty well so far. Might need to build the stairs sooner than I thought. Yeah, I can't build logs outwards. Okay, I have to brainstorm for a bit, because they have no way of getting up to the next level, so if I were to go down here, I could probably build stairs upwards into this arch that I'm planning on building. And then 2 of these. Then some more stairs. Then I can kind of get like stairs going around on the outside. That's my thought anyways. I wonder if they can actually place those. Let's see. Sorry, I'm being quiet right now. It's just because I have to think. I have to think. You know, when they place those 2, I can actually get a set of stairs right there. What I really want to know... Oh, if I just go up one direction, then it should be fine. So fortunately now they can go around the entire outside, and not just the tiny little bit of gantry that was available to them before. But because of that, things are probably going to be much slower now. Oh, but they have a nice little path back. Oh, come on. Come on. You have a brick to place. What are you doing? Get back there. Yessik Zeke, Games Out. The channel where you can watch Yessik do the same thing for like 4 episodes in a row. The same thing in this case being complain at his Bricktrons. Because they're being little twats. Complete assholes. Now hopefully they just go to like the nearest brick and then place it, because if they start doing weird things, they'll start getting stuck. I've seen it happen before and it is not pretty. But I do think everything should be good. The Bricktrons don't appear to be getting in each other's way. Always a positive. Now, how tall should a castle be? Right now it's 5. I really think 8 would probably do the trick before I can start building like the fake spires I plan on building. But it's going to be a bit of a hard time because I don't know how I'm going to build 4 fake spires. Might have something to do with building like out this way and then upwards with stairs, and then somehow this? I don't know. I don't know. It might also involve just making them too high. Would kind of suck, wouldn't be my ideal situation. Okay, guys, come on. So I have to be careful with my brick placement for a while now because they're starting to do weird things. And I'd really like them to place those 2 bricks before almost anything else. And I do not want this Bricktron getting stuck in here. Okay, so now there's only 1 brick to place. So as long as... Okay, so let's queue these up in the order that I want them placed now. And just as long as, you guys don't get to know any more of that thought. And apparently I've been forgetting to stagger the bricks. So you can tell it's staggered, 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 not staggered, not staggered. Well, it happened when I was putting down all these decorations. So you'll have to forgive me, not taking my own advice. It's not my job to take my advice, it's my job to not take my advice. Is that my job? No, my job is to provide entertaining commentary. That's it. That's my job. Can he actually get out of there? Oh yeah, he still can. He's not going to be a happy camper once he realizes that he can't do that next time. Oh, I have to destroy the stair brick. I should have put it in the middle there so I could keep building upwards. I forgot to do that. This brick will not place. There we go. There we go. So press delete to clear up all that rubble there. Don't want that hanging out. I think you can also somehow get the miners to clear up the rubble, but I haven't experimented with that yet, so I don't really know. So what I want here is this in the middle. It's ugly, but at least it will kind of work. And see, with this I can build a platform 1 story higher, and I can keep doing that as long as I need to. And if I really need to, I can demolish my castle on the way down in order to make the spires look good. Hope that makes sense to everyone, because it hardly makes any sense to me. I'm just going to make sure I have something selected. Let's do it that way. Now my Bricktrons seem to be having a hard time getting in each other's way. Also, the miners seem to not be working anymore, so might want to transfer them to like a forestry group and then transfer them back into mining. But I have to deselect this first. So let's see if that works. Okay, you guys are now foresters. Now you guys are miners? Huh. That seems to work quite well. I guess I could also put getting your miners back to work in the description. I approve. Although I wish they were more focused on which boxes to dump in, because I'm running low on supplies and I'd like to not run low on supplies. That would be ideal. Okay. You have to, like, get down here. You lazy construction workers. They're just like real-life construction workers. It could also be because I have absolutely no commands queued up right now. Always have commands queued up. Oh, don't go down. Don't go down with bricks. Morons. More offs than on. Ha 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 ha. Okay. I'm getting a bit tired of chatting. I might bring this episode to a close soon. But I'll at least finish this level first. and, you know, make sure I've saved properly, because I'm going to lose all my materials after I've saved. So, you know, I actually might as well pause all my miners. To do that, you just go here, and there's a little pause button. They'll all stop working. And go back to here, still placing 2 bricks. Oh. And 1 more brick. So sometimes you have to be patient and place things one at a time, or else it just won't work. So I think I need to actually have this uncovered, so if I build it 1 to the right on the next level, yeah, that'll do the trick. Don't place those right away. Thank you. No, I keep wavering back and forth on whether or not they actually place things in the order that you've asked them to place. Sometimes it seems like they really do, sometimes it seems like they really don't, so I just don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed what you saw, I'm going to do what I very rarely do. Please, well, I'm not even going to ask you to like and subscribe. Tell a friend. That's what I want you to do. Just tell a friend that I exist and that I'm around. Because it's always encouraging to have new people show up, comment. Even if it's horrible trolling, I like that too. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye again, because I didn't stop the recording.